Tell friends. Today we are going to be reading a Charlie and Lola story. I love listening to Charlie and Lola stories. I love their accents. They live in a different country than us. They live in England. And the name of this story is called I Am Too Absolutely Small for School, and it's written by Lauren Child. She's the author. We've kind of been talking about going to a new school. And this story is about Lola, and she doesn't think she's quite ready to go to school yet. I have this little sister Lola. She is small and very funny. Mom and Dad say she is nearly almost big enough to go to school. Lola is not so sure. Lola says, I am absolutely not big. I am still really quite small. And you can see that she is much smaller than her brother Charlie. She says, I probably do not have time to go to school. I am too extremely busy doing important things at home. I'm sure catching butterflies are very important. Ooh, my pages stuck together. I say at school you will learn numbers and how to count up to 100. Lola says, I do not need to learn up to 100. I already know up to 10, and that is plenty. I have 10 fingers, and I also have 10 toes. There she's counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the same with her toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I never eat more than 10 cookies at one time. 10 is enough, says Lola. Could you eat 10 cookies at a time? I think Lola's a little bit of a cookie monster. But Lola, I say, what if 11 eager elephants all want a treat? How would you count up to that many? Well, says Lola, I'm not quite sure. You wouldn't want to miss on giving an elephant. Remember when we talked about equal sets and we have to give each elephant a cookie? She would learn that if she went to preschool. I also say to Lola, what about learning your letters, Lola? If you know how to write, you can send cards to people you like. Lola says, I like to talk on the telephone. It's more friendly and straight away. Do you even recognize this as a telephone? A lot of us don't have phones like this anymore. We all use cell phones. But not everyone has a telephone, you know, Lola, I say. Who doesn't, says Lola. Santa Claus, I say. You have to write him a special note and send it to the North Pole and tell the elves your Christmas wish list. Otherwise, the elves might get your wishes mixed up. I did not know that, Charlie, says Lola. And Lola, I say, don't you want to read words? Then you'll be able to read your own books and understand secret messages written on the fridge. Lola says, I know lots of secrets. I don't need to read words, and I've got all my books in my head. If I can't remember, I can just make them up. Charlie wrote a secret message to Lola on the fridge. It says, there's pink milk in this fridge. But Lola, I say, what would you do if there was an ever so angry ogre who would not sleep unless you read him his favorite bedtime story? I don't know, Charlie, says Lola. That would be important then, wouldn't it? Then Lola says, I would like to read to an ogre and count up elephants and send notes to the North Pole, but I absolutely will not ever wear a school uniform. All of our kindergarten friends have to wear school uniforms this year, but not our preschoolers. Luckily, Lola is going to preschool. I do not like wearing the same as other people. I tell Lola, but Lola, you won't have to wear a school uniform. At our school, you can wear whatever you like. Oh, says Lola, you wait there. I know exactly what I can wear. Well, Lola, I say that is certainly stylish, but you cannot go to school dressed as a crocodile. Lola says, this is not a crocodile, this is an alligator. I say, you can't really go as an alligator either because alligators for fancy. For school, stripes are nice. Really, says Lola. I like to wear stripes, says Lola, but what will I do at lunchtime? You know I will never not ever eat a school lunch. My sister Lola is fussy about food. I say, but Lola, you can take your very own packed lunch in your very own lunch box. And we know that, friends, don't we? You can either bring your own lunch or eat in the cafeteria. Lola says, I do not want to eat at school alone, all by myself, on my own. I say, but Lola, at school you will meet lots of new friends and you can have lunch with one of them. Then Lola says, but I already have my friend, Soren Lawrenson, and I like to have lunch at home with him. In case you've never heard of a Charlie and Lola story, Soren Lawrenson is her invisible friend. Even if you come in closely, maybe you can see in the illustration there's a little outline of Soren Lawrenson. But he is invisible to everyone but Lola. I say, well, Soren Lawrenson will be going to school too. What will he do if he can't sit next to you? You're right, Soren Lawrenson is a little slightly nervous to be at school on his own. I will absolutely have to go too, says Lola. Walking to school, Lola is all wobbly. She says Soren Lawrenson is feeling slightly not very well. He is worried he will not be able to count numbers, do letters, and read words, and no one will talk to him. So he will be by himself, all on his own. I think it's really normal to feel a little nervous to go to a new school. It kind of gives you butterflies in your tummy. Luckily, Charlie knows what to say. He says, Lola, it will be okay. You'll be fine. I bet you'll both have a really good time, and after school, we'll have pink milk at home. But all day I am worried. I don't see Lola at recess, and she's nowhere at lunch. When school gets out, she's not by her peg, but there she is, and she's not all alone. She's hopping along home with somebody else. At home, I say, Lola, I told you you would have a good time. And Lola says, oh, I know, Charlie. I was not worried. It was Soren Lawrenson who was nervous, not me. I was fine. And look, Lola made a friend, and she still has Soren Lawrenson. I can't wait for you to go to your new schools and make new friends and have new adventures. Have a great time. Bye.